Documentary telling the story of writer Nuala O'Whalon's life and career is at 9:35. Now on RTE1, it's Shortland Street.
I can smell something funny.
Sophie, this is maybe turning me on. It's really not working.
No, like smoke or burning or something.
Right, everyone out!
Far out. You reckon someone's been hurt?
Yeah, or is about to be.
We'll be fine.
As long as the ambulance officer is anybody else other than your brother.
I'm here to say I'm sorry. I was out of line.
Thank you.
I'm going to go upstairs to Callum now, tell him you're not leaving, and he'll be thrilled.
Then you'll be disappointed when I'm not here next week.
Pardon?
I've decided to take the accrued leave owing rather than working out my notice.
You can't.
You help me, Libby. I don't always see things very clearly, but you made me realise how untenable my situation really is. You're right. Given the recent developments, I don't see any workable alternative but for me to move on.
And why would you listen to me? You, a head of department, I'm just a jumped-up PA.
True, but I don't think our relative status in the workplace has very much to do with it. Do you?
You can't leave. I feel terrible.
I can't be responsible for your feelings, Libby. I've made my decision.
No, please.
I think you should go now. I'm starting to feel very uncomfortable.
Oh, well, don't. It's just little old me.
If you don't leave the room, I'm afraid I'll have to, and I'd much rather not. As you can imagine, I have rather a lot of work to get through before tomorrow.
You can't just walk away and leave us without a head of surgery.
Well, plenty of other people wanted the job when I applied for it. I have their CVs right here. I'll go through them and bring you a short list, merely my recommendations, of course.
I am telling you now, there is no one up to your standard.
It's good of you to say so.
Please, please don't do this. Where are you going?
What are you doing? Keep your head down.
I'm so tempted just to yell out and wave just to see the look on his face.
Can you see the look on my face?
Relax, I'm going inside.
Oh, hang on, mate. Oxygen.
Stop breathing again now, they're gone.
Drive safely, eh? The only thing you need to hurry back for is the night shift. Yeah, I know. It sucks. Hey, tell Daniel I'm cooking Italian tonight. Okay, bye. Yay! I'm getting my boy back. I didn't think I'd be quite so happy about it, but fingers crossed and all that.
I'm happy for you.
I reckon we should send Libby Jeffries off on a boot camp. Deprive her of shoes and makeup for a week until she pulls her head in. Has she apologised yet?
She was in my exam room 5 minutes ago, begging me not to resign.
That must have hurt.
It wasn't very pleasant.
No, hurt her, I mean. Oh, well, it's all sorted now. The next time she has a go at you, you tell her from me.
Well, there won't be a next time unless she's quick.
What do you mean? No, you're not. You can't.
I'm going back to clear my desk as soon as I'm sure she's not there waiting for me.
But I thought she said sorry.
She did.
So let it go. Move on.
It still hits me every time I see her.
What does?
The guilt.
You can knock that sort of talk on the head right now. The only person who needs to feel guilty is Chris.
Well, logically, yes.
And you're the most logical person I know, so...
So why is it all so hard?
Well, have you tried talking to her? She is human. Why don't you just sit down and tell her how you feel about it all? It might make things easier.
I think I'd rather resign.
Apparently it was some dirty faggot who was leaning out the window to avoid the smoke detectors, and then whoosh, the curtains went up. Cheap fabric, obviously.
Who told you that?
Hunter, I talked to him when you weren't looking. The lady who changes the beds. She was down the other end when it happened. Which reminds me... What are you doing?
Getting dressed. We're getting out of here.
Checkout's not until 10 o'clock tomorrow. We could probably even make it 11.
Enough, all right? You might get a kick out of the fact your brother nearly busted us, but I don't. I have a lot more to lose than you, just remember that.
Are you breaking up with me?
I'm just saying I need some time to think, that's all. I'll call in a few days.
What?
You heard. Wait 10 minutes after I've gone.
This is Mr. Parker. He was having a smoke out the window of his hotel room, collapsed with chest pain, setting fire to the curtains. He was anxious, short of breath, and diaphoretic on our arrival. Respiratory rate of 34 per minute with associated wheeze and accessory muscle use and poor capillary refill.
Thanks, boys. Resus. Dr. Peters will see to you straight away.
I'll do it. You grab that coffee you're talking about. Oh, thanks, mate.
Well, you've got him well trained. How do you do it?
Before you go, Mrs. Bowler, when you brought her in, she was completely unresponsive, yeah, the whole time?
Well, I wouldn't go that far. You know, she was in and out, groggy.
Yeah. Well, why don't you tell us that straight off?
He probably did. Are you sure you were listening?
No, I stuffed up, you know. I should have been clearer. Sorry.
Back to work, please, Tanya.
GP notes for a Mr. Parker.
Resus.
So we're probably not dealing with an overdose, then. It's probably something wrong with your kidneys that cause the opiate levels to build up in her blood.
That'd be my guess.
Well, you keep your guesswork to yourself, and you let the doctors do the doctoring, OK?
Are you ignoring me?
Hi.
I said hello when I came in, but I assume you must have had your iPod in.
Just miles away, that's all.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Oh, I know that sort of nothing.
Don't waste your time brooding on the what might have beens. You have done the right thing. You know you sound really old sometimes, don't you?
Well, I'm older and wiser than I was in my Karen Mitchell phase anyway. Honestly, you've made the right decision.
Really?
Well, I suppose you could have gone on kidding yourself for a few more weeks until one of you realised that the age difference really does matter.
But I liked that he was older. So different from all those dorky guys at school.
And when you're still young and gorgeous and he's old and crusty, what then?
You tell me.
There is more to a relationship. Your father... We got a really good sex life.
Okay, gross. I didn't need to know that.
No, look, the point is that you find the right person. And I don't care if that's 18 or 80, but I'm damn sure that the right person is not Karen Mitchell.
I know. And you're right. I need someone who can keep up with me.
What's he doing here?
Waiting for Mrs. Bowler's blood results. Can't blame the guy for caring.
You'll be waiting for a while. It's a backlog at the lab.
I was right. She's hyponatremic and hyperglycemic. Putting two and two together, I'd say what we're dealing with are poorly controlled blood sugar levels, hence the low sodium. Yeah, but I'm not a doctor.
Oh, well, one less job for your mates at the cop shop, then. Knew he wasn't the type.
It was euthanasia, Maxwell was thinking, which wasn't entirely implausible.
Well, I wasn't entirely stupid, was I?
Not entirely, no. Oh, come on, please don't sulk. There is nothing less attractive than a poor loser.
You're the one that made this into a competition.
Well, buy me a drink after work and I will never mention it again.
I think I'm busy.
Fine, be that way. If the idea of a nurse with a brain in her head scares you that much, I'll find someone else to drink with.
You do that.
Do you think he's got it in him to ring Mr. Bowler and apologise?
What do you think?
I might do it myself just to see how he's holding up.
Would you? His number, yes, on the file. Did you hear all that?
Yeah, well done.
Ta, thank you for all the support.
You're welcome.
We were right, he was wrong. That's got to be worth a drink, don't you reckon?
Okay, let's just get this really clear. I supported you because I thought you were right. And, oh yeah, because your boyfriend was acting like a complete jerk. It doesn't make us drinking buddies. Okay? Hey, what are you doing tonight?
You tell me.
Do you want a hand of that?
I'll be fine.
Sorry. Did you want one?
No thanks, I'm going out. Oh, you can sit there and drink beer in your underpants all night if you want.
Yes. After the day I've had, you have no idea how good that sounds.
What happened?
Oh, you know, nurses who want to be doctors and girlfriends who want to be right.
Oh, has Tracy been misbehaving?
Yes, she questioned a diagnosis and wouldn't stop crowing. And she found out I was wrong.
Yeah.
That's not helped by the fact that I'm a terrible loser.
You and me both. I can do the rest.
Okay.
Telling us we must be together. Take me with you, my darling, tonight.
I can't.
Please, I beg you.
You'd only regret it. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but...
Hello?
We're at the IV. Where are you?
We must be together.
Who's we?
Gwyneth Paltrow and Beyonce? Morgan and Aroha.
Tell her I'm buying her around.
Oh, Aroha says she's buying around. You wouldn't want to miss that, would you?
We'll always have the memories.
Are you okay?
Not really.
Do you want me to come home?
Sweet.
I'm not at home, I'm at Chris's.
What on earth are you doing there?
I don't know.
When you break it down...
Torturing yourself?
Tell her she has to come here.
Morgan says you have to...
I just want to be by myself. I'll see you tomorrow.
This crazy, mixed up war keeping us apart.
Come on. You can buy a bottle on the way there.
We should get some nibbles too.
Who are you calling?
Hunter. Hey, babe. Want to come to a party?
Thank you.
So, what did he say exactly?
He said you'd be very welcome. Actually, what he said was, under the circumstances, he couldn't object, and he promised to be on his best behaviour.
But I shouldn't expect breakfast in bed.
Not from Hunter, but if you play your cards right with the old man, you never know. So why the change of heart? I thought you were determined to rough it out at your place.
Well, it turns out I'm not as tough as I like to think I am. Don't tell anyone.
Well, everyone deserves a little TLC when they need it.
And being in the house with two teenagers cannot be any worse than Maxwell and Tracy. I don't know where to look sometimes.
Well, I'm very pleased. You know, if I had a wine list, I'd probably order something very special. Might be a sec.
Why not?
I told you, I don't want to see you right now.
Yes, you do.
You really don't get it, do you? Go home, Sophie.
Can I come back later?
No. Look, this is hard for me too, but you can't keep coming around here. The ambulance guy today, he's been drinking there lately. He could be in there right now for all we know.
So, all we'd have to do is go upstairs.
I told you. Not tonight.
Oh, come here, you.
Hi. Hey. I'm not really sure I should be having visitors.
Well, you can't sit here by yourself all night.
No, I mean...
She means, what if we trash the place?
Oh, go for it. What do you care, right?
Gerald.
Wow.
I thought it'd be bigger.
Well, you haven't seen upstairs.
It's beautiful.
White on white never goes out of style.
Now, this is what I call sophisticated. My definition of being a grown-up. A fully stocked liquor cabinet.
That is a vintage, single malt. Chris gets it flown in especially.
Right. Where does he keep his glasses?
Maybe we shouldn't.
Gerald said you could be out of a job.
Oh, sorry.
It'll be all over the hospital anyway.
Might as well have some fun while you still can.
Go on then, just a wee one.
Evening all. And yes, Brooke will be moving in for a while.
I won't bother telling Mum that bit of news.
That is enough, Hunter. You will show our guests some respect.
What? I'm going to a party. I need to get changed. Is that okay?
Don't worry about him. He will get over himself. Sophie, will you get our guest a cup of tea, please?
Sure. So, where'd you guys go tonight?
The IV. I'm surprised you didn't see us there. I heard you and Kieran talking in the courtyard.
What was I saying?
I don't know. I thought it would be impolite to listen. But you're pretty lucky your father didn't see you.
Yeah?
You know how he'd react. So what was tonight all about?
Oh, Kieran just wanted to get back together, but I told him to stuff off.
Wise girl.
Oh, that'll be Dan. He rang before. Hey, Welcome home.
Thanks.
It is so good to see you.
When I first saw it, I thought Harry did it, in therapy. I asked Chris what it meant, but he couldn't tell me. I remember what he paid for it, though. Typical. I'm sounding better, aren't I?
No, well, better is good. It's about time you got a bit angry.
Hey, come in.
Sorry, Libby, I kind of let slip where I was coming tonight.
Oh, it's okay. I'm in hostess mode now. Hey, guys. Does your mother know where you are? It's all right. Neither does mine. Give me your jackets.
Actually, Mum was a bit hacked off that I wanted to go out. First night back and all that.
I bet.
Yeah, she was going on at me about boot camp, but I bet she doesn't know half of it. Yeah, okay, she was there for some of it, but, you know, I tried... Are you okay?
Yeah, let's get a drink.
Cinnamon.
Jasmine. Unidentifiable scent of untold wealth and privilege.
Oh, hell.
Salt. That's the thing.
Or Aroha's thing. What was it again?
I've got another one. This is good. White neutralizes red.
That is a 1992 Riesling. But what do I care? There's plenty more where that came from. You need a top-up.
I know. So immature sometimes.
Well, I heard that. It's fun. Give it a go.
No thanks.
What did I do?
Nothing.
Are you sure? When I first arrived, you were all over me. Now it's like you don't even want to look at me.
It's not you, it's just, I don't know, things have been a bit weird at home, that's all.
Oh, right. I heard about your mum.
Good story, eh?
Hi, how is she?
Bearing up.
Oh, looks like it. Oh, don't break, don't break. Who's the chick?
It's Harry's mother.
Somebody's got a thing for blondes.
Not anymore, he doesn't.
A few quiet drinks, she said.
I only came because I thought you needed cheering up.
Didn't expect to see you here, mate. Just do what I'm told. Suddenly the bar wasn't good enough. Oh. Yeah, but this is all right. I thought I was just going to be with Tanya and her sisters. So, who don't you know? That's Daniel.
Hi.
Ben. And that's my sister Sophie.
Hi.
You get around, don't you?
Sorry?
I saw you at the hotel this afternoon. I'm sure it was you.
What hotel?
The Collingwood. Oh, you must be seeing things, mate. What would my little sister be doing at a hotel in the middle of the afternoon? I wouldn't like to say. I don't really know her, do I?
Wasn't me. Must just have one of those faces. I'm gonna get us a taxi.
Oh, no, please.
What is it?
It's wax. Look at it.
Okay, nobody step on the carpet. Brown paper and an iron. That should move it.
That's it, everybody just get out.
Some of us only just got here.
I don't care. Look, as much as I like the idea in theory, watching my friends destroy Chris's place isn't really helping. Just go, please.
How come Hunter didn't drive you home?
He wanted to stay with Aroha.
Don't read too much into that. The only reason Hunter comes home at all is because our fridge is better stocked.
Hey, was Kieran at the party?
Why would he be?
No reason.
I don't really think Libby was in the mood for entertaining ex-boyfriends.
I'm surprised she's entertaining anyone.
I should probably go.
Hey, how are you getting home?
The taxi's waiting.
You came all this way just to show Sophie to the door.
Why not? I'm worth it, aren't I?
Well, thank you for being such a gentleman.
Oh, no, it's... I don't need it. It's okay.
You will if his meter is still running.
Thanks. See you tomorrow, yeah?
You bet.
No.
See ya. You didn't have to do that. I'm sure Sarah gives him his own taxi money.
Call it positive reinforcement. If he's going to be hanging around with my beautiful daughter, I don't want him coming off the rails again.
Okay, well, I'm off to bed. Night.
Night, sweetheart.
Night, Soph. She could do a lot worse, believe me. Count yourself lucky.
Libby, if you're there, please pick up the phone. You've probably had 100 messages from me already. Sorry about that. I called your place earlier, but no one was answering there either. I can understand if you don't want to talk, but I think we need to. Anyway, you've got my numbers. Call me if you want to. I miss you.
I miss you too.
Bye now.
Mum, stop drooling. I've got a visitor.
Oh, what? Oh, not a mine. Oh, hello.
He can drive us home.
One drink, honestly, officer.
That's all he had time for. Libby kicked us out.
What?
Oh, don't worry about it. You know what she's like. How was JJ?
I haven't heard a peep out of him all night. Well, the least you can do is offer Ben a cup of something.
I already have.
Apparently there's a hidden stash of hot chocolate.
They're really good stuff that grandmothers and little boys aren't meant to know about.
You see all the thanks I get?
What do you reckon? Shall I let her have some?
Show me where it is, and I'll make it for you. Go and sit down with Ben.
I can do it. Turn it down a notch, will you?
I don't know what you're talking about. So, you two have a good night tonight? I was only asking.
Yeah, I know you. You'll be asking if we set a date next.
The sheriff and his team investigate the murder of a girl from out of town while Caddy strikes up a controversial relationship on Longmire tonight at 11:20 here on RTE1.